handicap chase. Very short run to the first, which Royal Beluga handles in front from Fela Jojo. We lose Avalanche. Avalanche has gone at the first, has blundered and unseated Mark Bradburn, who's on his feet okay. The horse never left it and gallops on okay as they race on towards the second. Royal Beluga amongst those prominent, and also right up there is Midland Flame with Lauderdale, and Fela Jojo exits at fence number 2 and slightly hampers towards the rear of the field Night Fighter. So we've lost Avalanche and Fela Jojo as they race towards the third. Midland Flame takes it in front. Once again, the field are all over in a fashion. Night Fighter towards the back, and Iris Royal being driven along towards the rear of the field, even at this very early stage, as they race towards number 4. Midland Flames, skew whiff over it, and at the back of the field, Night Fighter is a casualty. So the first 4 fences have accounted for 3 of them. Avalanche, Fela Jojo and Night Fighter already departed the scene as Midland Flame, Lauderdale and Royal Beluga begin the turn towards the cross fence. Coq La Vèvre racing in 4th place, just ahead of in 5th Hunter's Tweed in the white cap. The red and grey colours of Fireball McNamara currently showing in 6th, just ahead of Cape Stormer. Winchester up on the inside with JBJ, and still at the back of the field Iris Royal. His rider took a glance behind him. You'll see only wide open spaces and is toiling at the back, about 4 or 5 lengths detached. In that rear group just ahead of him, Montreal is in that bunch, in company with Bold Investor, also buried away Cape Stormer and Indalo as they race towards the first in the straight. So Midland Flame leads them on then towards the next, and a very short stride put in by Coq de la Vèvre, hit the fence halfway up but gets over to the other side safely. Royal Beluga and Lauderdale racing in 4th and 5th as the attention to the loose horse Avalanche cause a bit of concern for the leaders as they take the next. Once again, they're all over safely this occasion. JBJ, another who's just labouring towards the back of the field, and at the rear Iris Royal has been pulled up before jumping that fence, never really travelling with any zest, and another one to leave the contest. So a reduced field through the first circuit as they race on toward the fence that in a circuit's time will be the last. And up on the outside, a giant leap by Hunter's Tweed with Royal Beluga. Coq de la Vèvre is a faller. Coq de la Vèvre departs at fence number 8, so one by one they're dropping as they make their way out onto their final circuit. And in front, with the white cap, it's Hunter's Tweed, from the red cap, Midland Flame. Those are the 2 Trevor Hemmings colours that lead the field, racing in 3rd Royal Beluga. Length on the inside to Lauderdale in the blue and white from the yellow jacket of Indalo. Then towards the inside is Winchester with Cape Stormer amongst horses, and Montreal, who's avoided the grief, in the blue with the green sleeves, racing at about 8th alongside Bold Investor. Then JBJ and 4 lengths back to Fireball McNamara. They're the only ones continuing. It looks as if they're going to bypass the second of the 4 fences down the back as they jump at that fence. At the rear of the field, a slightly errant jeep by Fireball McNamara. So racing on then, they're going to bypass this next obstacle. So right hand down, and in front it's still the Trevor Hemmings pair. The white cap belonging to Hunter's Tweed and a red cap of Midland Flame. Attend on the outside by Indalo, who's made good ground through the field with Royal Beluga, Bold Investor. Montreal towards the outside of the course is still well in touch in 8th place with Winchester and also Lauderdale as the leaders take the next fence. Cape Stormer made a slight mistake there, joined on landing by JBJ, and towards the rear of the field is still Fireball McNamara. So they've got 5 fences still to take, and Midland Flame was back in front there with a length in hand. Over in 2nd place Hunter's Tweed. Bold Investor improves, going pretty stylishly, and also making ground on the inside. Winchester travels up there strongly as well as they turn back towards the cross fence, and they're still being led by the red cap of Midland Flame, but right behind a chasing group of 4. On the outside, white cap of Hunter's Tweed, between horses the blue and pink colours of Bold Investor, white sheepskin noseband of Winchester. Then comes Indalo, and Montreal continues to make ground, has moved into 6th place the green sleeves, and they've now booted 5 lengths clear from Royal Beluga, 4 lengths then back to Cape Stormer. Lauderdale has dropped out pretty tamely. JBJ and Fireball McNamara have never landed blows, so they turn back towards the 3rd last, and Jim Cullity has committed for home here on Midland Flame, has about a 3-length advantage on taking 3 out. From in 2nd, Montreal, Bold Investor, and still there Hunter's Tweed. Behind these, Winchester's now cried enough. The loose horse Avalanche getting in the way of the leader on the run to the 2nd last, Midland Flame, but he's going to take the last ditch, 4 lengths clear. So it's Midland Flame on the run down towards the last, then beaten back in the field. Hunter's Tweed unseated his rider, and they're on down towards the final fence, and still in front is Midland Flame for Henrietta Knight and Jim Cullity. 4 lengths back to Bold Investor. Indalo and Montreal can't go on. This is the final fence, and Midland Flame for Trevor Hemmings, Henrietta Knight and Jim Cullity produces a prodigious leap at the last, which sets the seal on the race. Bold Investor in 2nd, Indalo in third, getting weary up the run in Midland Flame, but time's running out for Bold Investor, not closing fast enough. And at the line, Midland Flame will win for Jim Cullersey, Henrietta Knight and Trevor Hemmings. From Bold Investor second, Indalo was third, fourth Montreal just ahead of Royal Beluga and Winchester.
An improved performance there by Midnight Flame for Henrietta Knight and Jim Carletti. I think the step up in trip has definitely brought about improvement.
That's right, he's been looking a little bit caught for pace over 2 miles, and really he showed his best form over hurdles over a little bit further. He was quite a talented hurdler as well.
That's Russ Garrity, who's clearly got up okay after Hunter's Tweed. He was unseated rider there.